Luke Thomas at the SAP Center in San Jose, California for Bellator Dynamite's Media Day next to former Strikeforce champion, King Mo Lawal. Mo, how are you doing, buddy?
Good. Future Bellator champion. Hey, FND, hashtag FND, free Nick Diaz.
All right, so let's just get right to it. This has been an issue. I've said it matter of factly, I think the entire commission should resign. It's the most unethical thing I've ever seen, and certainly from a government regulatory body. You've had your own run-in with that commission, particularly Pat Lundvall. When you watched that all go down, what was your takeaway from it?
Well, I didn't really watch it. I was listening, looking at the comments, but then I went back and I seen it, and I'm like, okay, Diaz is a good guy, you know what I'm saying? Because if I was in his shoes and I was getting touched like that, I might have been a little different. I shut down when it happened to me. I shut down that had like a little flashback in the car, and I tweeted like that Pat Lundvall was a bitch, and I was like, how you gonna ask those dumbass questions? But Diaz, like, he had great. His lawyers did that thing. I feel like the UFC should step up and do something. I feel like they should take it to a higher court, do something. I feel like things need to change with the Nevada State Athletic Commission, NSAC. They gotta change stuff there. At least for the fighters, good.
You know what it reminds me of? You ever seen that scene in the first Batman Begins where they take over Gotham, and then there's the guy up top, and all he's doing is handing out a different version of a guilty sentence. There's no such thing as innocence.
That was the last Batman.
Oh, whatever it was. Yes. Oh, the one with Bane where they took over, right?
Yeah,
yes.
And that was like, who was it? It was Scarecrow was doing it. He was the judge. So he was like, all right, guilty, bam. That's what it's like. They knew what they were gonna do before he even got there. Because if they actually look at they said Diaz tested, he was negative the first test, positive second test, negative third. Right. Something ain't right there.
And the two bracketed negative ones were from a WADA accredited lab. The other one was not.
Exactly. So something ain't right there unless they tested the wrong person, which could be. They could have tested wrong. They could have got Nate instead. Nate wasn't training, so he might have been smoking or something. They messed up somewhere. It don't make no sense.
I feel like in today's mixed martial arts, the fighters, if they're dealing with the promoter, they have no collective bargaining. If they're dealing with sponsors, sure, some of them are great. But if they screw you, what are you going to do? Shame them on Twitter? And then with the commission, you're at a power disadvantage there. I feel like we live in an era of MMA where the fighters are consistently at a power disadvantage. Am I overstating things?
Oh, you're 100% right. Even look at the fans. It comes down to the fact that most fans are pro-organization. They ain't even pro-fighter. Now they open their eyes up to see what happened with Diaz. Now they're pro-fighter. Before, when fighters were saying, hey, look out for the fighters, not the organizations, people were like, no, people are just fans of organizations, not fans of the fighters. Be a fan of the fighter first. Back the fighters first. Because without the fighters, you wouldn't have these entertaining-ass fights.
Do you think, true or false, that something will happen to Diaz in a positive way? Maybe the sentence doesn't get eliminated, but let's say reduced to a year or something. Do you foresee any kind of positive route out of here?
I feel like he shouldn't be suspended at all. I think that they got to do something. Do a DNA test in the urine samples. Do something, because it makes no sense to be negative, positive, negative within 4 hours of each other.
Not even an hour.
Yeah, something ain't right, man. Dude's innocent. They should lift that ban or the suspension and let them fight, man. They got to do something different. Take it to the higher court. Nick, keep them lawyers. Keep them lawyers because they did their thing. Take it to the higher court. Do something else, man, because this ain't right.
So let's talk about what you have in front of you. It's a decent atmosphere here. I've been to many Bellator shows. I don't think I've ever seen something quite like this. Are you feeling a little bit of momentum here with the Bellator product?
Well, I felt momentum as soon as they signed Coca. Straight up, you know what I'm saying? Put it like this. Let's be real. When Bjorn was in control, there'd be 4 people here at the media doing the media interviews, and they'd be quick. They'd be like, "All right, any questions? All right, bye guys." It'd be literally 3 minutes long. Now we here, they trying to cut it short, but I ain't leaving. You know what I'm saying?
Do you like the first round matchup you have? You think it's good for you? Linton looks like I think he's physically a specimen. He's super underrated, right?
He's super underrated. He's big, but I'm better. You know what I'm saying? I like any matchup. I feel great. It's the best camp I had. Everything's gone good. I feel I'm close to 100%. No issues with my legs, nothing. I feel good, man. I'm ready to do some damage.
Are you glad? I'm almost glad Mayweather's retiring. I'm not the biggest Mayweather fan. I'm not a hater. I'm ambivalent, okay? I'm almost glad he's retiring, though, because I know you brought in Roger Mayweather for your camp. Jeff, I'm sorry. What am I saying, Roger? Brought in Jeff. That now that he's gone, MMA fighters can stop comparing themselves to them. Is that the most annoying thing in the world?
It's annoying because people don't realize, okay, people might not be fans of Floyd, but if you see Floyd's really a 135 pounder. They just ate himself up. You see how small
He's tiny.
He's tiny. Yeah, he's small. And for him to be fighting guys that weigh 165 on fight night or 170, it's amazing. Not getting hit, but this whole Floyd, blah blah blah. Well, you know what? I'm gonna call it Deontay Wilder, or let me call it Klitschko and be like, it's two different sports, man. Let's respect each other. You know what I'm saying? Because what we do ain't easy, and what they do ain't easy.
All right. So predictions for Saturday night. Not you, but around the table. Tito versus Liam. How's that going to go? Real quick.
Come on, man. You asked me a dumbass question. You know the answer. The world knows the answer. Liam.
Okay. Paul Daly and Fernando Gonzalez.
Paul has more experience in kickboxing. Yeah.
Yeah, you think so? All right. And then Carrie. You think she'll win? Carrie Ann Taylor Melendez.
Yeah, she's a beast too, man. Yeah, she trained. Her husband is a beast himself, so they probably have some good domestic battles.
And for you, lastly, good domestic battles. You're a terrible guy. Lastly, how many rounds on Saturday night will you fight? How many rounds?
I don't know, but I'm getting paid for all of them.
All right, Muhammed Lawal, thank you for your time. Best of luck to you on Saturday.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.